線大爆破
What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Netflix new movie Bullet Train Explosion. Let's rock this. Okay, to give you a bit of context, this movie is a remake of the 1975 Japanese film The Bullet Train, which was said to have been a part of the inspiration for Keanu Reeves' classic Hollywood blockbuster Speed. And let's keep it real, this is one franchise that needed modernization, seeing that both bullet trains themselves and filmmaking over the years have gone through technological innovations. Now, do you need to have watched the original film first before you watch this new version? Yes and no. I mean, it definitely doesn't hurt to have that knowledge in the back of your head, and Bullet Train Explosion does pay some nod and homage to the original here and there. But even if you know nothing about the old film, you can still enjoy this new take just fine, because it's purposely designed as a crowd-pleasing thriller molded from today's fresh perspective. So what is my verdict? Bullet Train Explosion is an excellent remake. It's an intense, high-octane adrenaline rush and a fascinating view of engineering spectacle. Terrific visual effects too. Now, there are some caveats, which I will explain to you further in this video, but overall, I had fun watching smart people solve a pulse-pounding problem as they race against the clock. Directed by Shinji Higuchi, The Bullet Train has become an essential part of modern Japanese society, fast and efficient. But what if a bomb was planted on a bullet train set to detonate if its speed drops below 100 kilometers per hour? When the Hayabusa No. 60 bullet train departs Shin Aomori Station on schedule, conductor Takaichi expects an ordinary day until a chilling call to the Shinkansen General Operation Control Center reveals that a bomb has been planted on the train. With passengers' lives at stake, a 100 billion yen ransom demand, and time running out, a desperate battle unfolds. Police, government officials, and ordinary citizens must work together to avert catastrophe. If the name of the director sounds familiar or rings a bell to you, it's because Shin Higuchi is the same guy who gave us Shin Godzilla and the 2015 live-action Attack on Titan. Remember those? So, if you are fans of his films, then odds are you might like Bullet Train Explosion, because I've already watched this entire film and this is a very exciting, very thrilling, high-suspense drama that kept me on the edge of my seat. Bullet Train Explosion builds tension effectively. It highlights the general panic that comes from such a colossal threat. The sense of urgency is palpable and ever so consistent. And as I implied earlier, there's this emphasis on highlighting the engineering prowess and shortcomings of the mighty transportational system. I mean, you can't help but be in awe of the moments when the smartest people in the room put their brains together and spew lots of technical jargons. Now, the production actually worked in tandem with the East Japan Railway Company, and that collaboration does add a much-needed layer of realism to the film. The train itself becomes an unsung character whose presence looms large over the narrative. And the visual effects are the icing on the cake. They help intensify and amplify those heart-stopping moments to the nth degree. Now, as for the caveats I mentioned earlier, halfway through, Bullet Train Explosion does suffer a bit from some pacing problem. I mean, it doesn't completely hit the brakes, but the film eventually slows down enough for it to become a sentimental melodrama. And that shift, or that change in the film's tone, might turn some people off, understandably so. But I don't think that necessarily ruins the entire film. I just see it as their way of separating themselves from the old original version. I just wish that had been part of the film as a whole, as opposed to it being just something that gets introduced halfway through. Another criticism is that some of the supporting characters are underwhelming. The script wants to point out political incompetence and the irritating social media generation, but the way that's done is a bit wobbly. The editing quality on some of the hectic, frenetic scenes also appear disjointed. But the cinematography is pretty crafty. It puts you right in the middle of the commotion. and the lead actor Tsuyoshi Kusunagi's performance as the conductor is stoic and resolute. So yeah, overall I give Bullet Train Explosion the rating of 4 out of 5. Despite its few flaws, this film is a roller coaster ride of disaster survival that's gripping and entertaining.
新幹線大爆破